Tommy the Tuba by Alex Slaughter. It was Tommy's first day at a new school, and he was nervous. Tommy hadn't met anyone at his new school yet, and he was scared that he might not make any new friends. Before Tommy left for school, his dad told him, "Just tell everyone you meet, fade-faced ace." Tommy didn't know what that meant, but went to school a little more hopeful after he heard his dad's words. Tommy's first class at his new school was gym. He entered the big room and immediately felt like he didn't belong. He tried to speak, but his voice sounded crass and confusing inside the room. The basketballs there looked at him confused. Tommy went up to the basketballs and spoke his dad's words of advice. "Fade-faced ace!" The basketballs looked at him with upset. They looked back at him and spoke, "Dribble, dribble, layup, layup, layup." Tommy had no idea what they were talking about, and with that, he got quiet again. He played with the basketballs for the rest of the time, but felt uneasy about the experience. He wasn't able to run or go as high as the basketballs, and would get stuck in the hoop while the rest of the basketballs swished through the net. His next class was science. As he walked in, he saw a bunch of beakers working around a science table. The beakers were bubbling in excitement. Tommy felt more confident about this group, but was still nervous when he saw all the beakers working. He walked over to the beakers, took a deep breath, and told them, "Fade-faced ace!" The beakers looked up in a pompous way. "Hydrogen squared plus oxygen yields 2 hydrogen squared plus 2 oxygen." Tommy's eyes crossed in confusion. He didn't say any more and just turned and walked out of the classroom. Discouraged, Tommy walked down the halls. He felt disappointed and sad. He had felt like he would never make friends and shouldn't have listened to his father's advice. Suddenly, he heard, "Fade-faced ace." Tommy looked up hopefully. "Fade-faced ace," came a mysterious sound. He clanked down the hallway toward the sound. The closer and closer he got, the more the sound grew. "Fade-faced ace! Fade-faced ace!" He went into the classroom where the sound came from, and inside he saw a whole bunch of instruments all playing. They echoed "Fade-faced ace" throughout the room. When they said it together, though, it sounded so sweet, and it was music. He went up to a flute and said the phrase, "Fade-faced ace!" The flute responded with the same phrase. He loved the room and sat with all of the instruments and played together. From then on, he always remembered that he belonged in the music room, and that the notes that his father had given him belonged on the music staff, and they were music.